welcome to No More Respawns, episode 8. I'm your host today, Ben, and I am joined again by my co-host, Ryan. What's up?
Glad to be here again, Ben. It's
Thi-
you crack a tight ship here. I wasn't sure I was going to make the cut.
Yeah, you know what? This is a lot of fake energy happening right now because we're both dead tired, but I am scraping the bottom of the barrel and we'll figure it out. But this
Why are you so
episode,
angry?
yeah, I came in. I told Ryan, I was like, I'm in such a bad mood right now, so I am a lot of faking needs to happen right now. But
This
I'll
is
try
really you,
not.
though.
I'll try not to take it
He's
out
just
on
going to
you.
yell
Ryan.
at me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, in this episode, we are going to talk about some of the games we've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Donkey Kong Bananza, just came out, so I'm going to give my thoughts on that. And we're also going to go over some of our vast backlog of games that we need to get to. So yeah, I definitely I probably didn't even mention half, or I probably don't have half to mention here because it's that many games, which I'm sure plenty of people could relate to.
I put down how many is in my Steam library.
You just like did a quick
It's
little count.
well, it was in Steam library, and it showed like in parentheses how many I had. So
Oh, nice, nice.
it's a lot.
I added all my Switch games to my website where I put it, and I actually had a thing saying if I completed it or not.
Ow, I like that.
But I kind of remembered most of the Switch games that I wanted to mention, but I didn't add the PS5 or other games like that. So I had to
Dang.
keep going to my bookcase and looking to see.
Darn, you did more than me. I just did Steam. I mostly do PC anyway, but I do have a lot on
I'm a
on
physical
Switch.
boy. I'm a real boy. So
You're
I So
you really are physical.
yeah. So first thing I want to get into is I know you can tell by my glorious tan that Rachel and I both just got back from Cancun. We went on vacation for a week, and it was a good time. Definitely, it was needed for some relaxing, but some interesting things happened on vacation. Nothing too crazy. A lot of it had to do with travel, which I feel like is an experience
Understandable.
for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But we spent a good bit of time in the hotel room because Rachel was kind of sick going into the trip. So at least the first third of the trip, we were kind of in the room a lot. And we did things that ranged from watching Shrek 1, 2, and 3. So it was like, it was an epic vacation. And I played Brotato, which I'm going to talk so much about Donkey Kong for recent plays,
Nice.
so I just bring up Brotato now. So I brought my Switch OLED instead of my Switch 2 to Cancun.
Safe.
Yes, because I didn't want to risk losing the Switch 2 or anything. So I added Hades and
Oh yeah.
Brotato, which I'm like, that'll be plenty because I don't want to be playing too much in Cancun.
Yeah.
But with Rachel sick, she's just in bed. I wasn't gonna leave her and just go, I'm going out like in paradise. And you can
Bye.
bye. Go ahead and watch Shrek 4, the bad one. But but the thing is, the save data through the cloud, I guess, didn't transfer over for either game.
Oh.
So I had to restart both. I unlocked every unlockable character in Potato while we were in the room.
That is insane. Did you?
Yes, and I didn't even do that beforehand.
That's crazy.
I just put the cursor over the empty spot because it tells you how to unlock it. So
Yeah.
that's I unlocked so many. I started looking of how to do it. I did it in the
completionist.
Yeah, well, I did it at the lowest difficulty, but at certain classes it's still kind of hard because
No, it is.
certain classes suck. But that's it. That's another topic. Yeah, but unlocked every character. And with the traveling, I don't know if you know going to if you ever, I know you've flown before, but you know how sometimes people are randomly selected for like extra screenings and things like that?
Sure.
I
Yeah.
must look like such a shady character because I was randomly selected going and coming back in 2
Oh,
different kinda
dang.
capacities. So it's funny when we were going through security and uh, Rachel had mentioned how we don't have to take our shoes off anymore. I'm like, "Yeah, we don't have to take my shoes off." That was so annoying. And then I got randomly
My
selected, and I
god.
had to take
You
off my
just
shoes anyway. It was like right after she said it too. And they're like, "He looks too excited about not having to take his shoes off. What's he hiding?" So I had to do that, and then your mom's like, "I thought we didn't have to take our shoes off. I thought we didn't have to do that anymore." She was getting kinda upset about that, because
I
she
could
got
see that.
extra scanning too because of some of her stuff. But, yeah, so the flight there was it wasn't too bad. We did Southwest, but when we got there, the baggage claim in Cancun, like the Cancun airport, is ridiculous. It
Why?
I don't know who designed it, but it is the most ridiculously, like, designed baggage claim I've ever seen. The whole airport's in one big stretch for baggage claim, and the conveyor belt is this, like, snaking thing, and it looks like it goes from one end of the building basically to the other end of the building.
Oh, no.
So, we're in denial, we're looking at this because if you miss your luggage, it kinda looks like it's gonna go the whole way down, and it's like it seems like 100 yards or more, of it
Yeah, like, a
snaking.
quarter mile down, you're
Yeah,
like,
yes,
"Dang."
because you see and it was so busy and hot, everyone's just irritated and hot and waiting because it wasn't running. I don't know what we were waiting for. So we're sitting there, and I don't know if it was your mom or, Joe had mentioned, "Well, there's probably an arm that stops it from continuing down, and it will cycle through the back for each gate or whatever, or
Mhm.
each flight."
Yeah.
We looked a little yeah, there was no arm. So, if you missed your luggage, you had to basically chase it down or wait forever long until it came the whole way around. Or if you missed it and didn't see it further, then you're just waiting for it.
Yeah.
We got so lucky that it was saying it was the flight or like Boston or something, and our luggage was like in that group. And I don't know what was going on, but I wasn't complaining. We got all of our luggage. We got the heck out of there. We still waited forever, but we were one of the first people to get our bags, which
Dang.
was the only lucky thing from traveling this whole time. And then when we were trying to find, because we had a driver to take us to the resort, and when we were trying to find the driver, it was just chaos there too, because you go into this next area and then one of these info people come up to you, but they're like kind of info people, but they're also trying to sell you on their special like personal or private business thing where that you do trips. And so they're all trying to
Oh.
poach you basically and get you to do their trips with them. So we go in one room, they do that. We kind of get instructions on where to go. Go to the next room. So we already have instructions of like where to go to get to our driver. We go to the next room. Some other guy approaches us, and Joe's like, "Oh," and then we go over, and he's giving us the same spiel, but slightly different, which was confusing. And then he was trying to sell us on his thing. So, go hotel grand opening. If you come and do a TikTok, you'll get like cheap tickets to go do this excursion.
Oh,
And
no.
then your mom was so mad, and Rachel was getting mad, and I'm just trying to keep my cool, and I say something, and Rachel was like, she's like mad at your mom or something, and then like she got mad at me because I was just trying to help figure out what we were doing.
Yeah.
So it was not a great day for your boy Bits until we got to the
You're like, "I got beat on."
yeah. And then your mom's like, "Oh, like, don't worry, babe." She was upset. I don't know, she was like upset with Rachel or what, but like, and I'm like, "No, keep me out of this. Like, I don't wanna go."
I'm just trying to survive.
I know. Yeah, it
Just
was,
pretend like I'm not here until
yeah,
we get to the
exactly.
resort.
I'm like, I like slowly like moving away from your mom. Like,
You're like 50 yards from everybody,
I
just like
know.
waiting.
I'm not saying anything. I'll just get on the get in the van, figure out where I'm going. But we got there, and it was nice. Uh,
Wait,
I don't know.
before that, sorry to interrupt. Did you have to like pay people? Because the one time I went to Jamaica, it was like you had to literally pay everybody. Like on the like Americas, it was fine, but as soon as like you landed there, everyone was trying to like help with luggage or help you with something random and then expecting like a tip.
So all the resorts, like all inclusive resorts I went to, it's always said in the package that tips are included. You can still leave tips, but both I've been to Jamaica and then now Mexico for all like just a resort outside of cruises, and I've never really had anyone be pushy with tips. Now, Mexico, they're very pushy with trying to sell you things, but as far as
Oh,
tips went, like I never had anyone like put their hand out like waiting for a tip or anything like
oh, it was like
that.
heavily implied.
You see, it wasn't really, at least in Mexico, like, the selling was a lot more aggressive than, in Jamaica, for at least Rachel and I's experience, but when it came to
We,
tips, it was the same as Jamaica, like, it was at least on the resort, whatever, there was nothing like that. I feel like one guy restocked the mini bar, and he kinda lingered for a second, so I feel like that was the most, I guess, pushy, 'cause I could almost tell
oh,
he's, like,
okay.
waiting for a second, but outside of that one time, I don't think it was too bad, but I think
Nice.
that's kinda implied or at least said in when you're, like, getting the package or whatever at, like, certain resorts.
Okay.
But but yeah, the resort was good. I there's not too much to say. There were some things, that were, like, we couldn't really go in the water because it was really bad seaweed, for, like, I guess, historically bad for the coast in Mexico. But we went on the beach at least, and it was pretty nice.
Seaweed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go on about, like, it was
Not like
relaxing.
barracudas or urchins.
Yeah.
It's the plants.
Mhm. I mean, there's not too much else to say, like, I guess the one other funny thing that happened on the resort was we went there's all these restaurants you can go to. There was only one restaurant that had a pretty strict dress code, and that was the French restaurant.
Oh, I
And
feel like all of them have like that one or two that are like top class.
well, there was a couple where it was like, "Oh, you can't wear your wet swimwear," but they never really I never saw them enforcing it. As long as you had a shirt on, you were good, for some of them. But the French
Yeah.
one, the French one's usually pretty strict, even Jamaica when we went. So we were going to this one, and this is for Rachel's birthday because Rachel's birthday was, near the end of our trip when we went to this restaurant. And we're getting ready to go, and Colton and Joe both have shorts on, and Rachel and your mom are like, there's dress code. You have to have long pants." And Joe's like, "They can't deny me service. I'm not putting long pants on." And it's like, "Okay, Joe." So we go to this restaurant. Sure enough, the lady at front's like, "Sir, you cannot wear. We have a dress code." And then she's like, "We have paper pants." Like they had paper pants to give people who didn't. Yes, and Joe's like, "I'm not wearing paper pants." And then he went back with Colton, and they changed and eventually came back. But it's so funny. He was
That
so.
is funny.
And we told them right down the steps from our room, so we were so close. It's like, "I'm not doing it." It's like, "You spent
Yeah.
so much more time." But, it was a good time. Now, on the way back, it was a little interesting. That's when I got randomly selected again, randomly selected, and this time it was right when we were getting on the gate or going on the bridge to get to the plane. Like, I was
Okay.
how with Southwest, how they have you get a group, like A, B, or C, or whatever, and you have a number,
All right.
basically, of when you're boarding the plane so you can get good seats if you're closer to A. But we were C on the way back, which we were kinda higher C, so we're still gonna have some seats to choose from. So, we're about to board, literally where you're scanning your boarding pass, and they're like, "You, sir, come with me." And I'm like I'm starting to get a little nervous because 'cause I'm thinking of that one situation with that, guy, North Korea, who was that basically happened to him where the security took him right before they got on the plane and everything. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I was a little worried. I'm like, it's not. I mean, Mexico's not North Korea, but they basically randomly selected people where they go through your personal item or carry on, and they're like swiping it, dusting it for drugs, and opening up the compartments and everything. So I'm opening everything I can. I had my Switch and I was just like, oh, here and everything. And meanwhile, other people are boarding, and Rachel's standing there, and the guy's like, "We only need one. We only need one." And she's like, it's like, "He's my husband. I'm not going anywhere." So she waited. So she's a real one
Well,
for
it's good they
that.
didn't take you, like, in a back room or
Oh,
something,
I
be like,
know.
"This
I would have.
guy looks suspicious, take him out back."
I was like, "Here, this is it. Well, come on. I want to actually
Do
get a
the
good seat."
dumpster check on him.
I know. So everything else on the way back was pretty normal, but on the flight, I had a really embarrassing moment where you know how
You
they
pooped
walk
yourself,
around.
didn't you?
Shut up. Shut the heck up. So, you know how they offer drinks and
Yeah.
snacks on Southwest? Well, the guy took my order for a Coke, and he was coming actually, I think it was getting my order to get like, asking me what drink I wanted. So I had my iPad, and I was watching a new anime. I know I watch anime. And it was one I've never watched before. I downloaded the sub.
Weeblert.
I saw it on Netflix. So it's on Netflix, it's not some weird site. Saw it on Netflix, and I thought it looked interesting. It was like, oh my gosh. I cannot breathe right now. But I thought it looked interesting. My water feels so far away right now. And I was watching it on the way back. And sure enough, when this flight attendant guy comes over to ask me what drink I want, you know how anime sometimes have some questionable scenes that happen?
I
Dude,
don't. Can you go into
dude,
detail?
it was the weirdest scene. It made me almost not wanna watch it after this experience, because this anime is about, like, aliens and paranormal stuff, mostly ghosts and things like that. One of the main
Yeah.
characters, like a medium, but it's the beginning of the show. It's the anime, like, I think it's Dan or something, but it's basically in the beginning, there's this girl who's her guardian's like which is her grandma, is a spiritual medium,
Mhm.
and she believes her and everything, and this other guy, this kid who's kind of nerdy, believes in aliens. So they're arguing that aliens are real, ghosts are real, all this stuff. So they both dared each other, one to go to a place where there's known alien abductions or something, and then the other guy went to this haunted tunnel. Dude, it was freaking weird. Like the
It
kid,
sounds interesting.
this guy, it is interesting. I enjoyed it, but it's just I like weird most of the time, but when the weird is like a little risque and weird, it makes it super weird if someone sees your screen when you're ordering a Coke. Um, so with the boy, he went into this tunnel, and there was this grandma ghost called Turbo Grandma, and he's like, and then she's like, "Come here, boy, give me your banana, give me your banana. I want to eat your banana," and it's just like what is happening?
Sir, was it a Coke or Diet Coke? "Give me that banana! Give me your
No,
banana!"
no.
Coke, please, just a normal Coke?
This wasn't even the what was on the screen. It was even worse. It was even worse. So with the girl, she's in this alien place, and sure enough, there's aliens, and the aliens looked kind of creepy. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like just some businessman, but like block faces, but the faces don't have any expression, and they all look the same. It's hard to explain, but they looked unsettling, and they're aliens, and they're like, "Oh, we're friendly. And they explain they're all the same, everything. And then she's
Mhm.
like strapped to a table, and it's like, "We need your banana organs for reproduction since we're an all male species. We will now like it was weird. So then her shirt kind of rips and everything, and I'm like, "This is on Netflix. What's going on?" And the guy's like, I saw his eyes get big. He's like, and he's trying to just get my order. I'm like, I'm trying to, and I have an older generation iPad, so the lag the lag switch was pulled, so I'm trying to minimize Netflix, and it's like, and the screen just gets bigger.
We know he's like, they should have randomly searched this guy.
Yeah, but yeah, that was my vacation. I won't go on any more about that.
That's hilarious.
That was the awkward part at the end there.
That's really funny. There's always that, like meme or whatever, like when mom and dad walk in, it's like that legit happened to you, but with a flight attendant.
Yes, yes. Honestly, I've had one of those with my parents. So this was just another day in the life for me. But
I I always knew you were sus.
yeah, I am. I'm very sus. Give me your banana.
I'm not gonna let you have internet access next time you're here.
Yeah. Hey, shut up. Just give me Netflix, please. No, my God. But outside of that, I guess the other interesting thing is in a previous episode we mentioned with Rachel, her pet spider, Ricky. Great little guy. Well, we thought he was a guy.
Speaking of bananas,
It's Ricky with an I. And we adopted a pregnant jumping spider. So Brandon and his wife, Brandon was in a previous episode if you want to check that out. But Brandon and his wife, they came to our house when we were on vacation to watch our cats, and they also Brandon was nice enough to feed Ricky crickets while we were gone. Brandon or Alex message us, and it's like, we think Ricky is a she. We're like, what? Yeah. Ricky had babies, a lot of them. They showed us a video of all these little spiders coming out of the little cocoon that Ricky made. And yeah, now the spiders are getting out of the enclosure. We're finding them randomly. Now they're probably going to reproduce with each other. And Rachel just started a spider infestation of our house. So yes. Stay tuned on more details about that.
That explains Thicky Ricky.
Yeah,
Ricky was trying to bulk up for them babies.
I know. It's like, geez, we're always like, oh, geez, Ricky, that booty be thick, and it's like, yeah,
Ha ha! You need to go on a diet, Thicky Ricky.
Thicky Ricky, you chubby guy. Now we're calling the girl spider big. We're being rude about it.
Yeah, meanwhile, Ricky's like, yo, I'm trying to provide for like 150 children. You could shut the hell up.
No, she's more
Let me eat this cricket.
And then eat my babies. But but yeah. So how about you? Any weird flight attendant stories for me?
No, I actually don't have a Netflix subscription, so I can't actually access any of the things that you are watching right now.
Actually,
which might be for the best.
I was able to watch things I wasn't able to here because of the IP address difference in Mexico.
Okay, yeah.
Because they had SpongeBob on Netflix there. So last night, Rachel, she wasn't feeling great, and she's like, SpongeBob on Netflix, and I'm like, yeah, let's turn it on, and it's not. It was because of our IP address, which is also why that newish Puss in Boots movie was also on there, The Last Wish. We watched that and it was pretty good.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Was that Avatar The Last Airbender on there too?
I would have looked at their catalog a lot more if I would have realized the IP address.
I get it.
Difference.
I get it.
But yeah.
But I don't. I'm going on a trip soon to the mountains. It's not as extravagant as your trip, but this is a couple hours away.
That sounds like you're like, I'm going to the woods.
I can't release much information because Silver's going to track me down, but I am
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, just rented a place up in the censor it for Silver, the woods and
the woods in the mountains.
Probably gonna go hiking, classic stuff. There's like a little beach up there, I believe, and
oh, nice.
It should be fun.
Nice. Well, That should be
That's about all
fun.
I have for fun
I don't know.
topic. I don't have,
I
I
don't know
like
why
don't
I
have
wasn't
much.
invited to this, but I hope you have a good time.
I
But well,
mean, same.
yeah, you know what? We could just jump into our recent plays then, which
Yeah.
I kind of went over. I already went over Brotato and a little bit of Hades. We're just gonna jump into Donkey Kong Bonanza. I picked this up. It was very unfortunate slash fortunate. I was able to play it before we were gone for a week in Cancun, but I wasn't able to bring it with me, so I had it for like a day. And I
Aw.
played it, and I was starting to really have fun with it, and then I left. And I messaged Brandon, and he stopped to see our cat, so I'm like, "Feel free to play Bonanza while I'm gone," and him and his wife actually played it, and they were really addicted to just destroying stuff, and they were really enjoying it. So, when I got back, I put a lot more time into it,
Good.
and it's really good. I'm really enjoying it. The destruction is just so addicting, especially if you got like OCD or like ADHD. It's just like, oh, this rock. Oh, I'm going to get more gold. I'm going to get more gold. But there's also really fun challenges too. It's made by the same team who did Super Mario Odyssey. So
Mhm.
you really feel that. But I also think that they took some inspiration from Donkey Kong 64, which was the only other 3D Donkey Kong game.
Okay.
And I say that with some of the characters just kinda have that rare energy about them. And maybe it's just me and what I want to see, but some of the characters are just these things and they're not really the googly eyes, but they just like these they're a little more geometric, but they have these little eyes and they do the little weird talk and we're like, and it's just, oh, that kind of feels a little bit like Rare-esque. And I know
Yeah.
that team who did Odyssey, they did kind of weird stuff with Odyssey, but I don't know, it just felt a little bit more, maybe because it was Donkey Kong, but it kinda had that rare flair to it, and I don't know if it's just me seeing what I wanna see, but I'm really liking that. Even some of the challenges and how things go remind me of Donkey Kong 64, but obviously feels like Odyssey because that's made by that team.
Yeah. What's player 2? Because I know, like, Cappy wasn't very extravagant, like,
So, player 2, I feel like, is more extravagant than Cappy, but still not like Kirby in the Forgotten Land where you're literally another character running around and doing the whole game
oh, okay,
together,
yeah.
or Captain Toad where that's the case. In this game, the second player, the co-op player, is Pauline, who is on DK's back, and Pauline can do these little vocal blasts where she does things where she goes, "Yeah, ha!" and it shoots these vocal blasts that can hit enemies
Okay.
or they can destroy the terrain like DK can. So there's more interactivity, I guess, than what you had with Cappy.
Okay.
Um, but going into that a little bit, I did co-op with Rachel. I convinced her to do it with me. I sort of regret it because Rachel had way too much fun being annoying with Pauline,
I did
where,
text her, and she said she enjoyed being a menace.
oh my gosh, the fact that I haven't seen her laugh hard enough to cry until this, and it was at my expense, I have mixed feelings about it. Because 'cause I'm just trying to move through the world, and she's like, "Ha, ha, wah, ha, yeah, 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 ha, 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 wow, 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 yahoo, yahoo, ah." And it's just these blasts that are coming, and it's just destroying the terrain where each step I'm taking. So I'm just trying to run and I'm going down and up, and then I'm hitting what I think is straight, but because she hits the terrain, it goes down and then I'm hitting down. And it was just like impossible to navigate. So I was trying to play it off like, baby, can you stop, please? And she's
That's
just,
so funny. Let's chill for a moment,
yeah.
okay?
No, actually, wait, can we wait? I'm trying to aim right now. And then all of a sudden I'm at like the core of the planet because she just kept
You're at
digging.
bedrock. Yeah.
Yes, that's happened. She just kept going, and she enjoyed it tremendously, so, uh, I'm glad she had a good time with it. And the next time we played, she chilled a little bit, but still carries. I think I was getting less annoyed or was showing being less annoyed because I was getting used to it and she wasn't having as much fun, as much fun with it. But yeah, she had a good time with it. But
I love it.
outside of that, the game, I think it's more challenging personally, just going through the base early, even early challenges and mid, kind of getting to the quarter, third through the game, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like the just challenges you run into are harder than I found with Odyssey. But
Okay.
on the flip side of that, Odyssey had really easy bosses, and this game, so far for me, also does. So the
I've
bosses
actually
are
heard
still
that.
pretty easy, but I'd say the base challenges you run into pretty often have a higher difficulty because I've been just I it's not too hard to get the one-ups or the balloons for retries or whatever, especially if you spend so much time digging and getting materials and everything for money. Um,
Yeah.
so but with that being said, you still know when you fall and you're dying. You just might not lose the gold if you have the retries. But yeah, I'd say it's harder than Odyssey because it kind of equals out with the bosses being easy with both.
Okay.
I'd say I'd say so far, I'd almost say the bosses are easier, even though they're both easier with, Bonanza, just because you can do the big ape Bonanza with a lot of
Oh
them.
yeah.
In the most recent one, I had to be the zebra, so at least it was a little different. But, oh my gosh, it's so fun, and then Pauline does these little songs where when you turn into, the different things, and the Zebra Bonanza song is just stuck in my head so much. She's just like, "Zebra, zebra, zebra." And it's just like it's kind of it kinda slaps. Yeah, you have to listen to it. And there's a different song for each bonanza that she's singing as the bonanza's going on. So
How long
it's
does
got
that last?
it just
That's pretty
keeps
neat though.
repeating until your bonanza ends, and then she'll
Oh, okay.
stop. But the zebra one's definitely catchy, and the big ape bonanza one is good too. But the zebra one, is like, okay, okay. But
That's really funny.
outside of that, the game is really good so far. I think I'm, like, getting close to 200 bananas, so the Bananergy isn't quite there yet, but I'm definitely enjoying what I'm playing, and I can't wait
It's
to get
good.
back into it. Um, outside of Bonanza, something that recently came out was Mario Paint on the Super Nintendo Classics app.
Yeah.
And, well, before getting into that, I wanted to mention the DK Artist mode in DK Bonanza, where you basically sculpt rock, and they have a good bit of tools for you to do where you can color the rock, and they give you presets of, like, DK's face, a rock that's shaped like bananas or certain other
Okay.
one's an apple, so it's kinda your orb one. You can add to it. It's limited a little bit, but it's pretty fun to play around with. Rachel was playing. I wanted to get us some sheets, and Rachel, I'm like, "I'll make something when I'm gone." And I come back, and she was making Patrick Star from SpongeBob. It actually was pretty good. It's pretty good.
That's
But
really funny.
yeah, so the on the Super Nintendo NSO Classics app, they added Mario Paint, which I was I was watching it, I'm like, "Mario Paint, isn't that, like, used with a mouse?" And then I'm thinking to myself, "Oh, well, I hope it lets you use the mouse controls for the Switch too, that'd be really cool." But I'm like, "Would they add console-specific features to an old game?" I feel like I don't know if they've done that yet, and I'm like, "That would be really cool if they did." But then afterwards, I'm thinking, well, how else were they gonna do it? But yes, you
Yeah.
can use the mouse controls with the Switch 2, is really cool to use it on a game where you had to have that, like, specific attachment for the
Yeah.
Super Nintendo mouse. And on the Switch 1, you can plug in a USB mouse to your Switch 1 dock, so they're
It's
not
actually really
left out.
nice.
Yeah. And honestly, I was tempted to plug in my wireless mouse to the Switch 2 anyway. The mouse controls with the Switch 2 worked fine,
Yeah.
But I actually some games on the Switch too, like DK Bonanza with the DK artist, I'm able to just kinda use my pant leg for the mouse controls.
Yeah.
But with DK or with, Mario Paint, I did have to get a mouse pad to do it because I mean, it's a Super Nintendo game, so it
Yeah.
makes sense, and it worked fine with the mouse pad. You can increase the sensitivity, but I've never played Mario Paint before. I didn't realize how much content's actually in that game. You there's a
I've, like, never heard about this game until, like, 2 days ago.
well, they actually have a good bit of tools for the painting and everything like that. I
Mhm.
actually painted Patrick Star. I sent you the picture,
Yeah, I did,
and
I loved
yeah,
it.
yeah. I thought for me not being an artist, I thought it was pretty good. Thought it was pretty
You
good.
should add it. You should add a photo if you're watching YouTube, you
Yeah,
know?
if I put any effort into this,
If you put in
editing
effort.
this video, it will be right here
Yeah, or could it be
or
here?
or
I
here.
actually don't even know. Or it could be
I
up
just look
here.
like a doofus and it's nowhere because I just skipped this
It
part
could be
editing.
nowhere either,
Yeah,
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 I have
yeah.
no idea.
But yeah, it was really fun, and there's a lot of tools, and there's a mini game where you use the mouse
A mini
controls
game.
to yeah to swat flies, and I'm like, oh, this is pretty fun. I'm going around, I'm swatting these flies, and I see this counter going down from 100. I'm like, there's 100 flies, okay, and and Ryan never played this game. It
I'm
it
gonna have
it
to.
it it worked at the deepest corners of my anxiety that, you're trying to swat a fly and it keeps moving and you
Yeah.
keep missing it. Oh, the shudders of anxiety that went through my body. I I finally and I had to get down to and then you can get hit because there's certain flies that or bees that can if they hit your hand that's holding the swatter, you get hurt and you have like 3 lives or something. But
Dang.
sometimes there's lives floating around that you can hit and get a health back. So I have like 1 health left. I'm down to 1 and I get it. I'm like, "Yes." I had like no I had 1 hit left or I'm dead. Then all of a sudden this big mama fly comes out, which is like the boss, and she kills me in like 1 hit. I'm like, "Are you
Dang.
kidding? I have to go through all 100 flies again to get to her." And I'm like, "Heck no." I use the NSO, Classic exclusive feature of rewind, and I just kept rewinding it. Dude,
Ugh.
I know people have beat this just legit with the Super Nintendo, and props to them because I had to rewind it and I even got health through this that was floating around. That fly, mama fly, took so many hits to kill. I finally did it, but it
That's
was
insane.
it was literally it was insane to kill her, and the fact that if you died, you had to go through that, and I would have had
Again?
to go through 100 flies probably 30 times, or more. No way, no way. The people they're probably neurosurgeons, the people that actually have done that. So guess what? Once you finally kill this mama fly, it's like, "Oh, you win, congrats." And then it's like, "Level 2." And then it's level 2, and then you start
Oh,
then the
no.
counter comes
That's
back up for all the
crazy.
flies. I'm like, 1, how many levels are there? That's my only question. Because of
No, seriously, yeah.
what I went through with and how many times I had to rewind and that there's more than that. I have to look that up, how many levels there actually are, and I have to look up some videos on YouTube of people just doing it legit one go because the anxiety I had of trying to hit these flies, I'm like, because 'cause you're using the mouse, you're like, "Come on." Yeah, it was rough, but so they have this
Dang.
big in-depth mini game, which it's simple, it's just a little add-on, but then they also have
A
a
little add-on, and it gave you, like, a
well,
panic attack
yeah, I
killing these
know, it
flies.
really did, it was great, it was great, but they also had a different mode where it's a stamp maker, where it makes it smaller and it gives you the bigger squares to make,
Yeah.
your own personal stamp, which was cool, but then there's a pretty powerful music maker built into this.
That's
Where it
crazy.
has, like, the sound, the whatever, like the notes and everything.
So
And
you make us seem dumb, aren't you?
yeah, I know, I know. Well, they have it, and
The
you can
bars.
yeah, and you can put these different symbols which make different noises at the different notes. And
Yeah.
so like you can make your own song, and it actually gives you a good length, more than the Animal Crossing theme songs like would give you. Like probably like at least 5 times more than that, where you can make a decent tune out of it. And
Yeah.
they have 3 pre-made songs you can listen to on there to give you an idea. 2 of those songs, one's a little bit more like low key. 2 of those songs slap. I'm like, "Jeez, this game made this tune?" Like, you could basically make your own, like, chip tune song, with this thing.
That's wild.
So, I'm not, like, great at making music, but even just a little bit I did, I was like, "That kinda sounds." I was kinda making a creepy chiptune song, and I'm like, he's like, kinda trying to I was trying to channel that, what's that town called in the Pokemon game that had all that, like, creepypasta
Oh,
lore about?
Lavender Town.
Yes, I was trying to do, like, a Lavender Town type of song. So,
I
yeah,
love it.
it's definitely worth checking out. The game was a lot deeper than I was expecting, and, there if you another thing kinda worth checking out is the little video Nintendo did advertising this on YouTube. The guy, the voiceover guy, he was 2 jokes, because you know how Nintendo's usually it's just the jokes are, like, super corny, and they just
Yeah.
it's very low key, family friend but, like, this guy, there was actually some funny lines in there, and he he brought so much energy to the voiceover that, the comments were so funny, and someone's like, "This guy went way this voiceover guy went way harder than he have any right to go for this video." It's like, and someone's like, "This guy had the time of his life recording this,"
That's
and
amazing.
yeah, it was there that was all the comments, and if you listen to it, you'll understand, because it's just
I'm
so
gonna have to.
not Nintendo, like the kinda even jokes. Because the one joke was like, "Oh, yeah, it's like, you might get stressed out doing this, just like me trying to get this video out on time," or, like, I don't it wasn't said like that, I can't land it, but, it was funny, it was funny. Only one comment was like, "What do you mean? This guy's cringe." It's like, "Dude, you probably hate your life, like, come on." Like, how can you hate on that guy?
Yeah, out of everyone else that likes the video, just
Mhm.
you.
Just you, yeah. But definitely that's also worth checking out. But,
It's funny you mentioned that because I actually have uh, a guys' night coming up soon with that,
oh,
where
yeah?
we're gonna do Mario Paint and then just pick like a random image or something and just see who kind of like does it better within a certain time frame. So it's kind of good to hear that they have like other random things going on.
Yeah, and they
But
have kinda even that smaller mode where you can make the stamp, because maybe that can be like a more rapid fire thing than doing
yeah,
a full grandiose painting.
I'll see what happens.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
It's
curious
just
about this fly thing
yeah,
though.
yeah, that would be fun too. See who gets the furthest with the fly game. Oh, wait, there's gonna be tables flipped, trust me.
It'll be tough with my L-shaped desk.
Yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have to find a table to flip it.
Now, are you gonna use the mouse controls through the Switch too, or are you gonna plug in a mouse?
I'm gonna use the Joy-Con.
Ah, I like to hear it, I like to
I have
hear
to
it.
give it a go. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't just not.
I will say make sure you turn up the sensitivity, because the starting sensitivity is the turtle, and it's way too. Because I thought it was just, "Oh, it's a Super Nintendo, the sensitivity is just, like, janky, it's just
Yeah.
bad." And I'm, like, trying to paint, and I'm, like, moving the mouse, and then I found out that there's 3 sensitivities that you can do. I think the middle one's fine.
I'll have to keep that in mind. I'm already used to that with, like, random indie horror games and other games anyway, so
Yeah, yeah,
it's it's strange that it would be that way with this, but it also kinda makes sense. It's good
yeah,
to
for
know.
sure. But, yeah, we'll have to play that maybe we should do a video too with the Mario Pit. We'll use the, screen share for the Switch too, and, see who makes the best thing. Like, because we can hide the screen share like where we're not looking at the other person's thing, and then when it's time to look, we can just pop
That'd
it,
be pretty good.
and then we can see it.
I haven't had a chance to use that yet, so it'd be kind of fun to do that.
Yeah, I was to message you. I'm like, Rachel's on, invite her, invite her. And you just don't even text me back. So
I don't remember that.
yeah, I bet you know how convenient.
I was probably busy.
Hmm. But anyway, moving on. What have you been playing? Put you on the spot. What have you been playing, Ryan?
What have I been playing? Part of the core of the podcast.
Yeah.
I've been playing a bit of Thunderfolk. That's kind of a slow progress. Don't really have too much time to play it, but getting a bit further. I still quite enjoy it. It's
Nice.
yeah, it's like when you have friends together, it's quite easy and fun. Because like I said, you pretty much like scan a QR code on your phone
Yeah.
and you use that to kind of control it. It's easy. Is that good
I'm
water?
not editing out that pause, so I hope you enjoyed it because I'm just drinking water and Ryan was offended by that.
And not offended. I was
Interested in
interested. I was
how much I was
interested.
gonna drink.
Yeah, I was interested in the water.
Oh my gosh.
Other than Thunderfolk, I did Deltarune. I'm finally in chapter 3, beat chapter 2. Chapter 3 is pretty good so far. I really enjoy how they have like every chapter is like vastly different from the other one with like, like new enemies and all this other stuff. So
I did
it's
see some of your
kind of
shorts, and I could
refreshing.
kinda tell that it was Deltarune, but like you're saying, I could tell whatever was mixed up a little is different what I was seeing before. I'm like, "What's going on now?"
Yeah. Like each enemy type's different and all this other stuff.
Or they have, like,
It's
little
pretty good. I still
mini
suck
games
at
or
it.
whatever happening.
Yeah, like whenever the enemy attacks you, they like spawn this like weird mini thing that you're supposed to like dodge.
Mm.
And like I cannot do it for some unknown reason. It's rather difficult.
The brain lag.
Yeah, the brain lag because it's using the arrow keys on the keyboard, so it's not like the mouse.
Rye one weakness.
My my one brain cell isn't firing fast enough for this game.
Oh my gosh.
That I get comments saying like I should have went back and like other things. It's like, dang, this game's like a lot deeper than I thought. But it's like, how far do I go back? And like,
Yeah.
what do I do? So that part's a little confusing to me. But as like an initial playthrough, it's pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
Did Underward with Round and Crystal. That one's like a Backrooms esque style game, but it's really like it says it's like in an abandoned building slash hospital.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, there's me using one of those filler words I probably shouldn't, huh? it's it's like another one like Lethal Company esque, or why am I for draw? I'm forgetting the other one. But you like find objects and kind of like put them in the elevator to sell, and you need like a certain amount of money in order to like progress to the other.
Yeah.
One of the odd things about this, which I'm not going to go in too much detail, but there are female nurses, and they did incorporate jiggle physics, so it's kind of interesting to
The
say the least.
the flight attendant would be proud.
Yeah, the flight attendant would be proud. Yeah, there's my equivalent. Because you're
And
playing this horror game, and you're like, oh.
you're like looking over your shoulder.
It's just funny though, because Crystal's in there as well. So like Round and I will find one. And we're like, Crystal, come over here, come over here. Look at this. Throw a cup at her,
Oh my gosh.
and she'll do it.
Oh
But
my gosh.
it's just funny.
That's love from the developer right there.
Yeah, that's true dedication. They know what gamers want, and Netflix lovers also want. Next, I have Brotato. I actually didn't play Brotato, but I just want to state that this is like I think the first time that I haven't played Brotato
We just have to say
in a
Brotato.
couple weeks. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did get Craig into Brotato though, which
Nice.
is very nice to see.
Join the cult.
Exactly. It's really fun. Finally on the list, I did get back to Kingdom Come. I was only able to do it once, which was kind of unfortunate. But I was so close to the story. There was like a siege at a castle. I don't want to ruin too much of it, so I never know how much to say.
That
But
was very vague. You're like, "There's a siege at a
well, I
castle."
want you to play it. I think you'll
This is
actually
this is
enjoy it.
this is gonna be, Baldur's Gate all over again. Like, Rachel is, like, having to tiptoe around what she says for 10 years until I finally beat it, which, that kinda that will come back, when we're talking about
It's
our
like
backlog.
probably it's like a Skyrim Oblivion style game set in like medieval Bohemia. I and like the lore is accurate. It's
Yeah,
true history that happened. So I think you'd like it. You just have to play it.
yeah,
But finally beat that story, which is kind of sad because I did quite enjoy the game a lot. And there's like a few side quests and stuff like that. So there's like you could see the transition to the second game happen, and I'm not going to
ye
ruin that part. But it's like a clear. They made a very nice transition to where the second game begins, and I'm not doing that yet. I'm going to do a few like side quests. Honestly, I'm not too sure what else. There's a DLC that I'm currently doing where you have to like rebuild Privoslavitz from the ground up. So I'm trying to fund all the building and stuff for that.
Oh,
It's just
jeez.
like the nerdy things where you have to
Yeah,
go talk to like your master builder and like pick what you want to build, but you have to do it well because your town needs to make income, so you're not like footing the bill for all the like everyone in the town helping build.
yeah,
I'm quite interested to see where that's gonna go. Just I guess a little side story. I was like close to the end, but I
yeah.
was also trying to do this DLC at the same time. And for part of the siege, it was like come back in a few days, and I was like, sure, that's great. So I went back over to Privoslavitz and was trying to build stuff. And during the one build phase, it was like a few days have passed. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
And then
no.
I ended up like checking the quest. It didn't fail me or anything. So I was like, all right, I'm in the clear. So then I built something else. And then when I fast traveled over, it's kind of not really fast travel, but fast travel.
Yeah.
And then it said I failed the quest, but still let me go on. I was
Uh,
like, I'm really confused because, like,
yeah,
technically, I guess 6 days would have passed,
yeah,
but it didn't like say anything like actual 3 in-game days have passed.
yeah.
But you really should play it.
Now, when you say it's historically
You're gonna not
accurate,
play it
is
out
it,
of
like,
spite.
historically accurate, like, Brotato historically accurate, or
No, it's legit historically accurate. The whole part of Bohemia is when King Charles dies, he leaves it to King Wenceslas, and now I'm blanking now. I don't know why. I had it in my head, and then Susan, now I'm
I said
talking about it.
Brotato, you're like,
Yeah, I got Brotato in my head.
yeah,
That is Sigismund, and the whole conflict is between Sigismund and Wenceslas, and all that
okay.
is historically accurate.
Oh,
If you look
nice.
up,
That's cool. I like when there's that attention to detail put into a game.
yeah, and it, not that I can right now, but it's like I really would like to go to castle, one of the castles in Trotsky,
Mm.
and check out that. I'm not even going to comment on this time. Yeah.
You're like, "It's
This is like the eighth
starting."
time it's starting. Whenever you were talking, I was like feeling it too, so I understand.
Yeah, sorry. I'm boring.
No, 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 you're good. You're good. You're good. But there's just it is accurate, and it would be really neat to actually physically go see some of these sites. It's funny if you look up Gutenberg on Google Maps, it's a screenshot from the game, and that's the only thing for Gutenberg.
I love it. It's like when
Yeah,
yeah, when you see an article for something kinda serious and you could tell it was an AI photo they used, it's like, you're not even trying.
weirdly enough, on first glance, you're like kind of neat, but you're like, wait a second, and then you
Yeah.
look at it, and a lot of people, there's a lot of people that like love the image, me
Mhm.
included, because I know because who
You're
doesn't love going to
you're
Gutenberg and Kingdom Come Deliverance
you're
too?
part of the
But
secret club, yeah.
I'm part of the secret club, and then there's like people that are like giving it good stars, and other people are like, this is a screenshot from a literal video game.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
But
that's too funny.
I'm telling you, I like it. I think it was it on Game Pass, the first one anyway?
I
That's the
think
one I
so.
currently beat. That's the one that I had a lot of fun with. Go ahead, yawn. That's all right. You're amongst good company.
Yeah, yeah, I know. No, but I do wanna try it out, but I do wanna try it out on PC, which I've seen deals on the Switch, and I've seen deals on or I've seen it on Xbox, but just be nice to play it on PC.
I don't know how. Yeah, I feel like PC would be the better option for it. For the first one, they have DLC that enhance the you know? When you know, you know.
Yeah,
There's DLC to enhance the graphics, and it's a gorgeous game, and then they only improve it in the second one, where
yeah,
you'll just go to a cliffside and just stare out at and even there's, like, windows in the buildings, but they added a mechanic where you could, like, look out the window even more,
yeah. Oh,
and
that's
it's
cool.
just it's great.
I came over, Ryan had his virtual reality headset on and just looking over the cliffs. I just left him alone.
I wish I had VR.
Yeah, same. Well, I mean, it's like I know I wouldn't use it enough, because we got the Oculus Rift, before, and I had, like, Resident Evil 4 on it. I get a little motion sick with it, so,
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, that kinda killed it for me a little bit, but whenever they add the motion to it, yeah, like the whole,
Oh, the shake, like the camera shake or
well
whatever it is?
that, but also, like, where it feels like you're moving, like you're on the treadmill and everything, I feel like I do better with
Oh,
something like
yeah.
that, like Ready Player One type stuff.
Just wear it at the gym.
Yeah, I
Just,
know.
Resident
I'm
Evil
gonna go take a run around the park.
on the stepper.
I'm gonna take a run around the park. You have a fan blowing on you for the breeze.
Spraying Febreze just
Yeah,
to get the
yeah. Hey,
flower scent.
hey, every, 30 seconds, I'm gonna be going through the waterfall. Spray me with the, bottle. Oh, man. So do you wanna get into the, recent news? I don't have much, but
Sure. I feel like my recent news is just a continuation on, like, what I wanna play for recent plays.
oh, okay.
'Cause, Death Stranding 2 has been out for a bit, and I'm, like, a little bit conflicted. I'm watching Jacksepticeye do the series a little bit,
Mhm.
but it's like, I actually do wanna play it, so I'm hesitant to continue watching because I do have the first one.
Oh.
But, with me playing Kingdom Come, I was like, I actually wanna finish this game first, so then that way I could actually go into a different game because I feel like both of those are 40 plus hour games. I know people harass them for being like a walking simulator, but
Oh,
I've heard they do have really good story to it. It's
mhm.
a really solid
Well,
game.
my brother really likes it. He beat the first one. I think he beat the first one, and I I think he's gonna be getting the second one. He told me he really enjoys it because it's made by Hideo Kojima, and
Yeah.
he did the Metal Gear Solid series, which is one of my favorite series of all time.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, I didn't actually mention it on my top series. I should have, but I would have been embarrassed to go over some of the stuff with it because it's been so long since I've played those games.
I
But
get
when
it.
Metal Gear Solid 4 was coming out, we had the PS3 that could play the PS1 and PS2 games.
Hmm.
So I played through Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3, and I'm one of those people. I started with 3 because it was a prequel, even though it was on the PS2. So I went from a PS2 game to a PS1 game back to PS2 because
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid 3 was it chronologically happened first. Then Metal Gear Solid 1, which was on the PS1, then Metal Gear Solid 2, which was PS2. But then
Hmm.
I did Metal Gear Solid 4. I've never that I didn't even think of this one for the, backlog, but Metal Gear Solid 5 is one that I haven't beat, but I feel like 4 tied things up so nicely. I'm almost afraid to play 5 to ruin it for me a little bit, but I
I've
love the
never played
game.
any of them, but I hear great things about it.
All the stories super in depth, the cutscenes are crazy, the characters are interesting. Pretty much everything people are saying that they like about Death Stranding, uh, is basically Metal Gear Solid outside of the walking simulator because it's stealth, at, like, gameplay, basically, and the gameplay
Okay.
is actually really good. Not saying Death Stranding isn't, but it's just, you go to these missions and you have to sneak around, you get the different weapons and you have
Okay,
some melee
yeah.
attacks, all that kinda stuff, but yeah, definitely recommend that series too if you're interested in Death Stranding.
I'll keep that in mind. I feel like by the time I'm done with the first one, hopefully the second one will be on a, a sale at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah, exactly.
I, looking around, I did see Grounded 2 is coming out, which is kind of weird for me to put on there. I didn't play the first one, but I kind of respect it because, you're like the little, it's like crafting, but
Isn't
you're
it made
little people in the
by,
grass.
the people who did New Vegas?
I I don't actually know.
'Cause I thought I saw I because I also saw a thing for Grounded 2, and I saw the developer, I'm like, "Isn't that the people who do, like, Outer Worlds?" But I could be wrong. I hear you looking it up.
I am looking
I
it
want you
up.
to because I was interested. I want you to fact check me right now, even though I'm not saying this is a fact.
It's Obsidian.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, was that?
After I read that and then I was seeing some of the character models, it made more sense to me because I was always interested in playing Grounded 1, but I feel like every time I looked at it on Game Pass, it was the the beta version. I don't even remember it coming out, and all of a sudden Grounded 2's coming out, and I'm like, "When did this happen? What's going on?"
I like that. Yeah. New Vegas is one of my favorite series,
See?
so
Get you a little more excited to play it.
yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out.
Yeah,
Maybe we could check it out.
yeah. I heard, Outer Worlds 2 is, gonna be $60. That's something I saw. They announced the price for it or something,
Oh,
and it was a little cheaper than other games.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's been one I didn't add it to my backlog, but that is also one in my backlog.
See, we're sprinkling in a little bit before we
We
dive
really
in.
are. That's pretty good. Just to finish up my recent events, well, I guess a couple things. I'm a Android fan, so Pixel 10 is going to be coming out soon. I'm excited to. I can't afford it, I'll be quite honest, but to see what they come out
But
with.
I'm getting it anyway.
And let's say, because I have the Fold currently, the OG Fold. So unless they come out with like a really good deal
Mhm.
to like upgrade, then I may.
Yeah.
But it's like I've had the Fold for so long that it's like I don't know if I'd go back to another normal phone.
Yeah.
But it is bulky, and I feel like it's far and few when I'll get
Actually,
in the mood to use the unfolded part,
yeah.
and I'll use that for a bit, and then, like, currently, I just use it like normal phone, but
Yeah.
now it's just chunky.
Yeah. No, I feel that's how I feel. I like the Fold, but I don't know how much I'd use it. Um,
Yeah.
my buddy had the first Pixel when the first Pixel came out, and I really like that. Why I just like the whole interface, everything with it, and I'm big with Google, so me and Google are tight, but, I
If you have
definitely
iPhone,
I know. If I switch to Android, I feel like a Pixels is what I would do.
they are really nice. I do enjoy it.
But Ryan had to carry that one a little bit because my recent news is basically that there is a partner showcase Nintendo Direct happening, or it already happened if you're watching this podcast or listening to this podcast. But for us,
Mhm.
it happens tomorrow, so we couldn't really get our schedule to work, Ryan, to to wait till the podcast. And I mean, even for me, it would have been tough. But if you check out my channel on Bits Play Games, little plug here, I will most likely have a reaction and my first thoughts on what they show in this direct. So feel free to check that out if you want to hear some of my thoughts on it. And in our next episode, I'll bring up the relevant stuff.
That's pretty good. And when you're done with that, you should just hop over mine just because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just check out his playlist for that has me in it,
I mean, that too. That too. We do have shared ones,
Yeah.
which are part of our shared games are also part of our backlog, which bleeds into
The
the main topic, the game
finally,
backlogs.
man, let's try to keep this podcast to an hour, please. Hour and 10 minutes in.
I
Welcome to
know.
the main topic. But yes, gaming backlogs. What games have you started and you haven't finished? What games have you finished that you should have never started? Okay, so I'm sure many of you listening to this have a pretty sizable gaming backlog. If you don't, then it's just me and I suck because my gaming backlog is ridiculous. Ryan's over here talking about, well, I want to finish this game before I move on to the next. I'm like, you can do that? Like, I
I've learned about myself. Wait till you hear about my how many games I own on Steam, and then you'll understand
maybe it's a
why I have to set standards.
maybe it's a thing that comes with age because Brandon just recently started.
Excuse me. You want to take that back?
No, because Brandon's older than me, and he just recently is like, I'm starting a new thing where I finish the games I'm playing because he wouldn't play a game with me because he was playing Yakuza, and I'm like, you finish your
Oh, he
game?
did say that.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, I'm over here like, you guys are really adulting over here, finishing the
Well,
games you're
games with
playing.
others I feel like are different because I have my own single player games, but if I'm doing ones with other people, it's different.
You're like,
Well, because like Repo and even Underworld, they're kind of like not gimmicky games, but
yeah.
get the resource, trade it in,
Mhm.
and it only goes so
Where the
far. So
gameplay
it's
loop is, like, a little bit repetitive and
yeah, there's
it's easy.
leveling and stuff,
Mhm.
but it's all the same
Like, I mean, you can't get more,
style.
immersive gameplay and addictive gameplay than Brotato, so, yeah.
That's actually facts.
But, I'm definitely not gonna be able to go over my whole list. I literally was telling Ryan, I'm going over to my bookshelf. I'm like, didn't beat that, started that, didn't beat it, got basically to the end of that, stopped. But I'll start with my list here I kinda came up with. One of the
Baldur's Gate.
I'm gonna go over a lot of the ones I really wanna go back to that I actually have started and I enjoyed a lot, which I stopped for some reason because the new shiny toy came out. But a
I feel
game
that.
that I got pretty far in, I'd at least say 70% through the game, is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Now, that was the Zelda game on the Nintendo Wii, so they introduced motion controls for that game where it
Okay.
was more exact motion controls because Twilight Princess had motion controls, but it was like just like a throw in. But this
Okay.
actually utilized the Wii the best they could with the motion controls. I actually enjoy it. Not everyone does. And because it had motion controls, it made the game a little bit more linear. So it wasn't as open, even
Oh.
as the other Zelda games. I know Breath of Wild, Tears of the Kingdom are super open, but Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, they were still open enough, open world
Yeah,
esque.
like open linear.
Yeah, yeah, open linear. But this is kind of this is pretty follow this path kind of deal because of the motion controls. But because of that, I feel like this is the most cinematic Zelda game with the most cinematic cutscenes, and I think
Oh.
one of the best stories from what I've seen so far, and some of the spoilers I've seen. Because it's the first, it basically sets up the series because it's supposed to take place as like the first Zelda game, like the first
Oh,
Link
dang.
in the first Zelda, and it basically starts that reincarnation cycle or that cycle of the hero and the princess and Ganondorf. So it basically sets the stage and kind of explains why it keeps happening. So it actually lays some like lore and everything. So I want to get back to that because I made it so far. I played it. It was one of those games I played shortly after college. I played it on the Wii, and
Mhm.
I don't know what happened if I moved out of the apartment and stuff happened where I just kinda fell off of it, but it came out on the Switch. There's an HD version. So they added button controls to satisfy the people that hated the motion, and you can use the motion with the gyro. So I'll probably get back to I'll probably just end up doing the HD version again just to since I forget basically everything, which sucks with longer games because you have to commit to actually playing through the whole thing, or you just
Yeah.
start and you have no idea what you're doing.
You
But
should consider recording it. I'd like to see it on your channel.
I feel like that would be a good one to record just because it is linear and it's kind of the episodes would make decent sense. Instead of like Breath of the Wild, I'm like, I'm gonna go do this shrine and go cut a tree. Episode 4. But yeah, Skyward Sword. Yeah, I would be interested. I'll keep you updated on that. So the next game is one of a game a lot of people consider the greatest game of all time. That's up for debate, obviously, but Final Fantasy VII. It's
Throwing shade
yeah,
over there.
I know. Final Fantasy VII. It's basically on that same level of Ocarina of Time, of one of the most revered games of all time.
That's
And
true. That's true.
I started, and I'm not talking about the remake. I want to play that too, but I want to play the original. And I started playing the original on the actual PS1, got so far, stopped. Then I was playing on the PS3, got so far, stopped. I think I have it on the Switch or something, or Steam. Now I have it on Steam. I played it so far and stopped. It's not that I'm stopping because I don't like it. It's just a very long game, and I keep restarting because I'm enjoying it, and I want to hit those story beats while like knowing what's going on. And
Yeah, I get that. Like you take a little break and you want to
and when you're
re-immerse yourself into it.
exactly, and when
Yeah.
you're adulting, it's like it's so hard to find the time to play a epic, uh, 40 plus hour, whatever it is, like RPG, like, well, staying, and then we're doing YouTube, whatever podcast. So it's like we're doing other things, which is getting our mind off it, which,
Yep.
yeah, but
It's like
Final
the when.
Fantasy VII for sure. Um, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, that is one on the Switch. Now, that is the 3D platformer. They kind of reintroduced Kirby to 3D platforming with that game, and it has a great co-op mode where you basically can just do the whole game with someone else, where they control I can't even think of his name right now. The guy who has like the bandana on. Um
Oh, is it the banana? It's not the like orange guy with the
well, it
yellow
is the
feet.
orange guy with the spear. Did I say banana? I'm thinking of DK
Did you
Bonanza.
say banana?
I
I
thought
don't
I said
actually bandana.
I thought I said bandana, but I very well could have said banana. I don't know.
I think he said bandana. I
Yeah,
hope. I don't know.
I think so. I don't know, but either
Isn't it
way,
like Weeble or something like that? Doesn't it start with
something.
the W?
Yeah, yeah, it's like yeah, something. I'm not gonna kill my like self thinking about this, but
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up.
yeah, go look that up. But one player controls that other guy, who Ryan's gonna tell us who that is.
uh, you should continue. I'll interrupt.
All right. But yeah, that game, there is a Switch 2 update coming out that adds a whole DLC, basically, a whole new story mode to it. So
Waddle
it
D.
Waddle Dee, yeah, there is a D there. There's a
That's what I was gonna
D.
interrupt.
Yeah.
Waddle D.
Waddle Dee. But they're adding a whole new story thing. They're improving the graphics, frame rate, which that game could definitely use a facelift with the graphics are fine, but the frame rate like stuttered sometimes.
Mhm.
So I'm kind of waiting to jump back into that when that Switch 2 DLC, Switch 2
Yeah.
update kind of thing happens. Because I definitely want to do I need to finish the original story, obviously, and then hopefully jump right into the new stuff. But definitely need to do that. If you're familiar with my YouTube channel, another game that I kind of stopped playing is The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. That game is great. I think they did Zelda justice with her own game. Unique gameplay. The Switch 2 plays it a lot better. Very, very few frame rate issues on the Switch 2, if any, compared to the Switch 1. Now, I'm going to defend myself a little bit with this because a game
Nope.
like
Move on.
No, a game like this, that I'm doing a streaming series on. It makes it hard for me outside of streaming to do it, and I never wanna stream, so how the heck am I gonna how am I gonna finish it? But it's like you have to, like, commit to, like, streaming and, like, set that up. So it's I can't just,
Yeah,
be on my couch because I wanna go through it when I'm streaming with you guys, so or anyone watching. So it does make that a little bit I feel like maybe I would've made it further. I'm not gonna claim that I would've beaten it if I wasn't doing a streaming series, but I do wanna go back to that. That game is
I
really
get it.
fun. Now, this is gonna be on both of our lists. I don't know if you added it on yours, but it had to be brought up. And it's
No,
the
don't.
one, and it's the
No, don't do
only,
it.
the
Don't do
OG,
it.
the paper thin epic adventure Paper Mario. Now,
Damn, you brought it up.
if Silver's listening or watching, I'm gonna say Paper Mario 64, even though I got a sassy comment where it was like, "It's just Paper Mario, it's not Paper Mario 64." But I'm
This
gonna
one is Paper Mario 64.
well, I think
With us,
technically, I think
anyway.
the title is just called Paper Mario. Is a little nitpicking there that went on,
Ah,
but
alright. Good thing I didn't give my location.
we we have a joint playthrough, Ryan and I, on that game where what do we have, like, 17 episodes? Like, we're I feel like we're near the end. It's a full RPG, so it's
I'm the
like
researcher this episode.
you have a easier access to, like, your keyboard and everything. Mine's so far away. But, yeah, we have a good bit of episodes. I think we're getting near the end, but notoriously, we have big lulls in between our episodes. But
Yeah,
leave a
this might be
comment
the biggest lull.
leave a comment if you want us to start that back up, and, we'll be forced to. We'll be forced to. Ryan will be forced to.
We
But,
we do need to, though.
yeah, we have fun with it. We give the characters voices and just, have a good time with it. It's a great game, though. It's a great game. Um, with that being said, what a game that I always claim is one of my favorite games is Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. Now, it's kind of embarrassing to say that's one of my favorite games when I've never beaten it. I've started a playthrough on my channel of that I stopped. It's just the theme here, but it's a great game. They just expanded on all the great things with Paper Mario 64, and the characters are great. It's just something that I also have to get back to, and people have already left comments about me continuing that series, and I'm like, "Yeah, I will," and I haven't posted on my channel for, like, over a month now, so
We have 13 episodes of Paper Mario.
ask me how I'm doing. Okay, let's see. Um, we kinda alluded to this, but Baldur's Gate 3, you and Rachel both have beaten that game. I have not.
Yeah.
I have the ability to go to Act 2, but Rachel's always like, "You never made it to Act 2." Like, all I had to do was go up the steps or up the ladder or whatever, and made it to Act 2, but I need to get back to that. It's a great game. It's just,
I love it.
I just gotta do it. If Ryan would leave me alone for 2 seconds and let me play Baldur's Gate, then maybe I would beat that. So, this next game is a game Rachel also gets on me about not beating, is Hogwarts Legacy. She loved that game, and she's played it a lot. I'm super interested in playing it. I started a file. I enjoyed what I played. I just need to get back to it. When I grew up, one of my favorite GameCube games was Harry Potter and, the Chamber of Secrets. For whatever reason, that like, the second of the book series, the game of it was just super good. They just added so much content, and it just felt like you were actually existing and, like, living in the castle, and there's all this
They
side
did.
content. So, I love that game, and Hogwarts Legacy was giving me that. It's just I have it on the PS5, I just gotta go and play it again. It was kinda tempting on the Switch too, 'cause they did a pretty good graphical upgrade off
They
the,
did.
Switch 1 game, but
That game did such a good job on, like, the small details.
mhm.
I commend them for that one.
Did you beat it?
Mhm. I did.
I suck. Okay.
That's another one I committed to.
Yeah, see, I mean, I can make it.
Me and my old age, in the
Y-
geriatric facility, they
yeah,
don't
yeah,
really give you much time to go
yeah.
outside, so I just played
That that
Hogwarts Legacy.
that that your tunnel vision sets in, and yeah. But there's games I commit to. There's games I commit to. But one of the
Uh-huh,
games I
sure.
haven't committed to is the Neo series, which is very Dark Soul-esque. It's on the PlayStation,
Yeah.
and
What is
it's really good. It's Neo,
what is it?
Nioh, if you wanna look it up. But it's
Oh my
basically, yeah, I know, you're like, "Gosh dang it, Ben. I was
I'm, like,
taking
trying to get a
I
drink.
was taking my nap." But, it's basically it has, like, Dark Soul elements, but it's obviously slightly different. There's, like, a main character going on there, and there's more story, and it tells you what's going on more than Dark Souls, so you might like it better. And there's some historical elements going on, so you might like that as well. But
Dang.
I have the collection on the PS5. I need to get back to that. I played it during COVID some, and it's one of those games that I it was kind of hitting that Dark Souls itch, and it was really good. It was pretty hard.
It does
But
remind me of it just by looking
yeah,
at some of the screenshots.
yeah, it's definitely a good looking game too. There's some cool gameplay elements to it, but yeah, that's one I really want to get back to. Uh, Popular one that I've only played a little of, but I have the collection on the PS4, and I have no excuse not to play it, is Kingdom Hearts. I have the Kingdom Hearts collection. I Growing up, I always when I went to my cousin's house, they it's like they always had, like, the PS2 and everything, which we never had, and something
Yeah.
I always saw them play was Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 1, and
It's
it's like,
such a good
"Oh,
game.
yeah, it looks great." I have it. I don't know what's stopping me other than the plastic over the box, like, it's like, "It's still brand new." But,
Oh, dang.
yeah, I need to open that and play it. I feel like that I'm like, it's not even worth doing a playthrough on freaking YouTube because it's Disney stuff, so I feel like, yeah, like,
Yeah.
I know it's Square Enix, but yeah, it's what we did our Battlefront 2 video, and
I was gonna
it
just
got
say that.
yeah, it got flagged, but I
Yeah,
do
the one, like, 15, 20-minute segment we had got
mm,
flagged and the whole
yes, it
video
was
taken down out of, like,
the
3 hours.
dumbest thing, but I do plan on playing that, so I'll at least mention if I played it on the podcast. Uh, a newer series for PlayStation is the Horizon series. I did
That's
commit
also on mine.
I did commit to Horizon 1, and I did beat it because it has, like, enhanced graphics and, the frame rate on if you played it on the PS5, which is what I did. Um, I really enjoyed it, and then the second one was coming out. I got, like, the collector's edition of Forbidden West, and I did play it. It's gorgeous, and I feel like I don't wanna say I was, like, burnt out after the first one because it's not like the gameplay is boring or anything, but I just spent hours going through the first one, and I was excited for the
Yeah.
second one, but I just kinda fizzled out a little bit. So, now that it's been a decent amount of time, I'm definitely excited to go back, and I might have to watch, like, a little recap thing of the first game again, but I have the gist of everything. I feel like I'll be fine.
Yeah, I
Uh,
played the first one and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
did
And
you
I can't
finish
remember where
it?
I got it. No, that's on my list
Oh,
too, so it's
okay,
funny
okay,
you
okay.
said that, 'cause I got to, like, the deserty part, and some reason it's not
Mm,
that it's, like,
with
another
there's, like,
gameplay loop.
The T-Rex things there.
Yeah, where it's, like, a
Yeah.
lot harder,
Mhm.
and it's not that it's the same because they do change it up, but it
Yeah.
is sort of the same, and I spent so much time into, like, the first couple areas.
Yeah.
But no, I love the story. It is
Yeah.
beautiful, and, like,
Mhm.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
so good. It is really good.
Yeah. It's one where if you take a little break from it, it is easy to go back to because it's so fun. Um,
I feel like it's harder to go back to because it's like then I'm just messing up all the controls.
yeah, that's
You
true,
get
that's
into one
true.
fight scene, I just get
See,
stomped.
it's easy for me because I didn't play too much of Forbidden West, so I feel like I could kinda just jump back into it a little bit compared to, like, being like where you are, like the T-Rex fights, and you're like, time to go back and play. But my next game is actually a DS game that I've heard is one of the best in the series for the Mario and Luigi series, and it's Bowser's Inside Story. It's one I've just been
I've
wanting to
never heard of
pop
it.
it. Yeah, yeah. I've played it just a little bit, but I've heard so many good things about it, and I love the series. And if it's the best in the series, and I enjoyed what Partners in Time as much as I did, I
Yeah.
think it's definitely going to be one that I just feel like pop it in the DS, the 3DS, whatever, and just play through it, or like just in my chill time, when I'm yawning on the podcast, I'll just be playing it. Um,
Love it.
yeah, not too many else here. I mean, there is a lot more. Spider-Man 2. I did see. Here's another one. I'm always guilty of this. I play through um the first of the series. I played Spider-Man 1, and this was once again on the PS5. I did the remastered one. Did a lot of the extra stuff. I did the whole story. Great game, great
Mhm.
gameplay. I always liked Spider-Man growing up. So
Yeah.
that was super fun to play through all the different costumes, everything. Now, the second one's great. I actually beat Miles Morales, um the PS5 game. So I did
Oh,
beat
yeah.
that. I did beat that too. So I think that kind of goes with like the little bit of fizzling out because I did Spider-Man 1 and then that, and then I went to Spider-Man 2, and
Yeah.
I played a good bit of Spider-Man 2. I might be like a quarter of the way through, so I still have a good bit to do, but I got a taste of it. It's great. I just gotta like get that urge to go back and finish it, which hopefully will happen. First game of my channel, Tunic. I need to go back and finish that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Tunic? I never
yeah.
heard of this one.
Yeah, yeah,
No.
Tunic. It's a fun game. It's a difficult game. It's kinda Zelda-esque, but also Dark Souls, elements, and, I didn't play for a long time, then I played it, did a few episodes, and I didn't play for a long time, so I need to, it's part of my quest to finish the series I started on my channel and feel better about starting new ones.
Yeah, part of the MO.
Yeah,
Now you
exactly.
have to go back to it.
And, kinda I'll just say this quickly with, the Mario and Luigi games, Mario and Luigi Brothership, that's another one I need to play, which was also a streaming series, which I feel like those are doomed usually, but I would like to go back to that. And, there's so many more. I feel like I'm especially bad at starting games and not finishing them. I have Final Fantasy 12 that I started, need to go back to. Tales of Arise, a great game, PS5, need to go back to. Um, yeah, there's a good bit, but those are my main ones that on the top of my head that I wanted to go back and play. How about you, Ryan?
Just off the top of your head. Meanwhile, I'm like frantically trying to like search stuff
Well,
up. I'm like, I
that's
have a
just your
list,
age. You
but
just finish your games now.
yeah, that's why I'm in the geriatric home. I just can't remember like anything anymore.
What?
Yours is you can't hear. It's already starting.
Yeah, I know. I know.
All right. Well, you had a very nice like what game and little bit about it, but I feel like I'm just gonna rant off a list. Maybe I'll start talking about it. Who knows? But I will give the actual Steam thing the value at the end of it.
Oh, there you
So
go.
Ben, I want you to like guesstimate how many. So just
No.
think about it as I go through the list,
Oh,
right?
okay. Think of how many games you didn't finish.
Or how many games total I have in Steam.
Oh, a lot.
Well, you don't have to say anything now. It is a lot, but just think it over. Think it over.
Okay. I'll do an
First,
over under.
yeah, that works. You're gonna be like, Price is Right, $1
Yeah.
or whatever.
It's over.
The first one that came to mind was the Oblivion new remaster. I was really excited to play it, but that one came out when I was playing the first Kingdom Come game,
Oh
And
yeah, that's a good.
like we're
That's
just talking about, I couldn't just leave it. So Oblivion sat. I bought it and everything too, which is
wait. How did I freaking forget? You mentioned Oblivion, and I didn't even mention one that I love a lot is Expedition 33.
oh wait, you still haven't beaten that one? You've
I
been talking
know.
so much about the game. I
I,
guess Sword is
I
already done.
I've been like keeping that under wraps. I'm like, so that's my list, guys. But no, I basically got to where I can go do the final fight. I'm like Rachel. It's like, well, I can beat the game, never playing it again. But I'm doing all this extra stuff now, so that's when I want to go back to do a lot of extra stuff, really get beefed up for the final fight. But
Sometimes it's hard to do though, because
yeah.
like you want to continue the story, but you're
Mhm.
like, don't know if I necessarily want to go back to do
But if
everything.
you beat the game, are you gonna go back and do these extra things? That's
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 true.
that's the tough part sometimes. That's where I usually stand. If I beat the game, it's so much easier for me to be like, "Well, I could go back and do all this extra stuff, but I beat the game." So
I'm kind of like that as well.
yeah.
But
So
even with games like Kingdom Come, there's so much like additional content that
mhm,
I'm just like, I'm just gonna have to call it.
yeah. Well, sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that because I do hate myself for not, finishing that yet.
That's actually funny. No, I feel like both of us are gonna have random ones to add. You're probably gonna hear me start typing again as as I go
Yeah,
through
yeah.
this.
We're at, like, that 2-hour mark. It's like, "Okay, we can play," and I hear you
I
typing.
I did beat Oblivion, just not the remaster.
Okay. You're
Just
like, "Let's get this
FYI.
straight here.
Let's get it straight. I beat Oblivion a ton.
I just didn't beat Pretty
Just
Oblivion."
yes,
Eh,
pretty much
yeah.
the pretty
Pretty
version.
much. I like
Schedule One. Been wanting to play that one. That one's you start a drug empire, and that's pretty much the game. It's pretty neat
Jeez, you would have been
from what
pulled
I've seen.
over, randomly selected at the airport.
Shh, no. We're good. Um, we don't really look alike,
You're
so
like
they're not going to pull me over.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
Factorio, just a good like building sim. RimWorld, another like civilization sim game. Trash Goblin, which I thought looked really neat. Picked it up, never played it. That one's like you get essentially junk from people, and your job as the Trash Goblin is to like turn it into something else that you sell at your shop.
Okay.
So it's just kind of like a cozy game. So maybe I'll be playing that like
Oh,
towards fall, winter,
no, that sounds good.
peak cozy season.
Yeah,
S-
exactly.
Silent Hill 2. That one started crashing on me though. So I take half responsibility for that one. It's already a scary game to begin with, but every time I load it, it's just been
Every
crashing.
time
So I
there
need
was
to
a
figure
jump
that out.
scare and I punt my PC, I wonder why it freezes.
It doesn't even get there anymore. It just like won't load like at all. It'll do like
It
the
it
little mini
it's
like screen and then
it
just
scares
gone.
your PC and it freezes.
Yeah, the PC knows what's coming up, so it
Yeah.
doesn't want to deal. Uh, Killer Frequency. That one you take a job as like a radio host, and you're trying to. There's like a killer in the city, so you get like random calls from people, and they'll ask you like what to do,
Yeah.
and you're supposed to like help assist them, which is harder than it seems because I don't know the right answer.
Yeah.
You'll like this one, The Devourer,
Ah,
Hunted
yeah,
Souls.
yeah. That's one for me too,
That
yeah.
I think we have like what one episode left, which we
Yeah.
should try doing the video ninja with that one. That'd be kind of fun to
Yeah, yeah.
try that out with.
Have both of our reactions on the same screen. That'd be
Yeah, that'd be
nice.
pretty legit.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
Darkwood, Paper Mario, Horizons, and I have many more, but I also have a list. I'm just probably gonna read off. So let's see if
Good. I'm ready.
I don't know. Well, some of these I like beat, but I want to do like additional episodes with. Did I just mess up my sheet? I did.
Oh,
Let's see
jeez. Oh,
here.
no. Oh, jeez.
I know, but some of these are indie games. Portrait Snap, which is a Patrick Star horror game.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
uh, Slender Gus, which I think is like an Among Us Slender type of combo. Please Wake Up. Can't remember what that one is. I did start Hogwarts Legacy, but that one's a hefty game, so that one might just stay dead.
I thought you said you beat it.
I started to record it. I did beat it. You're
Oh,
right
okay.
though. Yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to actually record it, but I didn't.
Okay.
So you're right. You're right. Doki Doki Literature Club. Getting close to. I don't even know if I'm getting close to that one. Need to beat that one. Some of these, I feel like you added some of the stuff on here. Dig Dug, Geometry Dash. What is this?
I did not add any of that. I had a separate list than you.
Tasty Planet 4. Like, what is going on? But by how Pacific Drive and the FNAF series. There's a lot of FNAF ones that I need to beat.
Oh, there you go.
But oh yeah, did you take a guess? Take a guess how many games I have in Steam.
Over or under 400?
Over or under 400?
Yeah.
1,205.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I was there at Steam from like the beginning, so I've had time to
Steam
amass a
OG.
collection.
Yeah.
Steam OG. Yeah.
Send this guy a free Steam Deck OLED.
The thing with that is I actually started off playing Steam with a different account and then lost the password for it.
I feel like that's always the case with somebody. I lost my Xbox one.
I did too with Xbox as well. I can't get back into my OG Xbox account. I had to make a brand new one,
Yeah,
which kind of
same
hurts.
here, because my dad had to make an email and everything when I started because I was, 13 or whatever I was.
I had an email made for me too.
And then that person or my dad or whatever forgot. Like he had like it was like zoominternet.net or something. It's like something that doesn't even exist anymore.
Oh no, Silver Silver's gonna know.
Yeah.
No, that's literally the exact same thing for me.
Yeah.
It's the Zoom internet email that I cannot.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot get back in, so it's dead.
Yep. Yeah. And then they're so bad about like, well, okay, we understand. No, it's just like out of luck.
Yeah.
You don't exist.
I'm not gonna do anything about it, but
yeah. Oh man. So any other ones you wanted to mention, or I'm ready to jump into your game whenever you're ready.
I'm scared for that one. I guess a little bit on Darkwood.
Okay.
That one I started to record as members only, but to be quite honest, I'm half tempted to release the ones I did have as members only to the public. Just because they've been sitting there for a while.
That's my privilege.
They've been in there for a while, and I kind of want other people to enjoy them.
Yeah.
But I'm still thinking about that one. Darkwood's super good.
Well, leave a comment if you want to see Ryan to open the vault.
Yeah, no real. All right. Not that this episode was last minute, but I know you didn't have a lot of time to prepare the mini game, so I'm a little bit worried what you came up with.
No, because I didn't have much time. It's very similar to my last game. So this game is going to be, it's going to be a description of a game or a part of a game from the perspective of an NPC that was generated by AI. So off of this dialogue that the AI made, you're going to have to guess what game it is. Now, I have a few extra hints if you don't get it right away. So I'll give you a little time after the initial prompt to see if you get it. But are you ready? I think you should get this one. You were close in the last one.
If it's Dead Space again, I'm legit going to drive out there. I'm not saying what I'm going to do.
I'm not going to say if it is or isn't, but I think you'll get this.
I'm ready.
All right. Let's cue the music. All right. I need to.
If you're feeling like you're going to add it.
I need. Yeah, I did last time with the creepy music for the Dead Space one.
Oh yeah.
So I need to get in character here. My champion, my champion! Oh, to behold such raw power, such unparalleled skill! Every swing of your blade, every flash of your spell, a masterpiece unfolding before my very eyes.
Is it
The-
Oblivion?
The roar of the crowd, it's deafening, isn't it? A symphony of adoration for you. They chant your name, my champion. They clamor for a glimpse of your greatness as you stride into that glorious sun-drenched pit. And the combat, oh, the sheer intensity, the clashing of steel, the shimmering burst of magic, the way your foes fall before you, like wheat before a reaper. Each victory is more breathtaking than the last. I clutch my face in awe, my heart pounding with every masterful maneuver. You dodge, you weave, you strike with such precision. It's like watching a god descend from the heavens to grace us mere mortals with a display of unimaginable might. And when you emerge victorious and resplendent, the sun glinting off your armor, the cheers reach a crescendo that could shake the very foundations of this grand arena. I try to get close as I can, just to bask in your glory, to offer you a refreshing drink or a word of boundless praise. Oh, to be so close to such a legend. It is truly the greatest honor of my life, my champion. Every moment spent watching you conquer is a moment I cherish above all others. What a truly magnificent spectacle. So
You're talking about from the perspective of the adoring fan from from like the Coliseum battles.
I was gonna
in
say
Oblivion.
bonus points if you pick the NPC, but yeah. Ding ding, you got it. You want me to tell you the extra dialogue? It's short. Because this dialogue's actually dialogue from the game, so I was hoping it would help you, but you ended up getting it. So the first one was, I had two. Can I follow you around? I won't get in your way. And the next,
that'd be a good one.
It's like, can I carry your weapon? Shine your boots? Back rub, perhaps?
That was so funny because like my brain was like trying to process as you were speaking, and then I can't remember the first few lines, but it was like it just went like straight to Oblivion, and then I waited a few more seconds, and I was like,
"See,
I'm gonna fall on this sword and say Oblivion."
Well, you did good. You went with your gut this time. I feel like last time you second guessed it.
did.
Yeah.
I psyched myself out.
I was kind of throwing you a bone because I'm like, I think Ryan's gonna get this because Rachel really was mentioning this character and like she was mad about how they have him in the remastered version. His hair isn't like super bright.
Yeah,
they make it like realistic dirty blonde or something. But yeah, she really remembered that character. I'm like, okay, Ryan should, and
lo and behold.
Yeah, you got it.
I did.
That was very good. But
I enjoyed that. I'll have to think of something like that for you.
Yeah, no, those ones are pretty cool. Like, cause like we both have a general idea of the games each of us play, so I think it's not too hard to like figure out like the NPC. I like the perspective of an NPC.
I kind of like that too.
I
Actually,
even put in
I
the
enjoyed
prompt,
it.
like don't use any specific like terminology that would give away that the game's Oblivion. I even put in the prompt because I'm having my friend guess what game it is based off of this prompt, and then it gave me that. I'm like, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But
I like it.
Yeah, this was episode 8 of No More Respawns, and Ryan, you and I both have well, especially me, have a pretty good backlog to work through.
Especially you. Yes.
Well, sorry,
we both
I
have a
haven't
pretty good
gained the
backlog.
wisdom in age to follow through with the game.
Yeah, and in 3 months, let me know whenever you amass
Don't
the
give
same
yourself too
wisdom.
much credit. But yeah, no, I need to get better at that. You and Brandon, you are definitely sharing your wisdom with me, and I will try to get better. But I have to really work through my backlog. It is a problem.
That's more like the personal backlog. I still have that like whole YouTube backlog that I need to do. I don't even know when I'm going to get to that, to be honest. I want to do Deltarune, and then I'll probably start tackling the games off of Steam that I'm like, oh, this horror game looks fantastic. I'll buy it. And I
Mhm.
have a whole list of those, so I might
I'll
just
get
start
to it
working
when I
down.
get to it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I should do it soon because it's popular right now, 3 months later.
Yeah. But, yeah. Let us know in the comments what games you have in your backlog that you want to get to, and if we think we should add it to our backlog. Uh,
That's actually fair, yeah.
yeah, and also let us know, what you've been playing and if you've checked out DK Bonanza yet, because the Bananergy. That's it.
Yeah,
Anyway.
keep watching because Ben's gonna absolutely hate me for episode 9.
Oh, do you have a game
You
for
don't
me
even know
already?
what's going on for episode 9, but it's gonna be the most difficult episode yet
Oh.
for both of us. It's not even just you.
Oh, I have to once I hit end recording, I'll have to see what you're talking about. But anyway,
Like,
guys.
oh, wait. Can I do something random?
Yeah, good.
Perhaps. I know we're really at time, but I find it very funny how, like, sussy it is. So I have Sandy Gast,
I was sussing that out over there.
but you'll notice a strange,
Yeah, yeah, I was looking at that in the back, I'm like, "Well, that's, bruh."
it's literally Sandy Gast
There's no
though,
there's
but,
no
like, they couldn't have made the whole any more sus,
bruh,
right?
bruh, there's no
Yeah,
sussing.
you should, you're gonna have to actually censor that, make that, like, the first 5-second clip.
Dude, like, there's no explaining yourself out of that one. But, yeah, um, I will leave Ryan alone, for a little bit. So,
Yeah, I need
thank
to take Sandy Gast upstairs.
anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This was No More Respawns episode 8, and, we'll see you in the next one.
See you later.
Night, Ryan.
Night, Ben. Hope you sleep well.
Too. Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Bye.
Bye.
No.